Nia almost had her baby in the car because, yes, Danny, Santa Clarita is that far from LA. Schwartz is so friggin' cute. And Brittany's new boyfriend has emotional maturity and BDE. Welcome to Showmance, guys, the #1 show on YouTube doing deep dives on shows with no depth.
Shows as shallow as Janet's therapy-inspired brand new self-awareness cosplay.
Oh.
I don't buy it for a second. And you know what? She's not really selling it. She's only proving it's the same bitch.
Well, the Valley's back. Jax might be gone, but Janet's not. Barry, we're gonna need some more wine, buddy.
We only have one bottle left, Barry.
Depending on how Scamandal pans out, we might need alcohol for that too.
Oh yeah.
I almost messaged Barry saying, your vineyard can't make enough wine to get my nervous system through Scamandal.
Oh yeah.
Cheers, queers.
The Valley's back.
Yes!
Listen, I want to know if Schwartz knows that he's here because of us.
Yeah, you're welcome. Does he
Holy
know?
boy,
welcome.
do I want to
Does
know.
he know you're welcome?
Yeah, it
Does
just
he
seems
even
like
know to thank us?
no. Does he, I feel like he must not have our address or something.
And when I say us, I mean us. We all did this.
The party
Yeah.
of Schwartz
You
did
did
this.
it.
yeah,
but we
don't
did it-
make me read the names, Schwartz.
Oh man, wait. Are you gonna do the names?
Well, I was trying to think of like how we would do it. Because here's the thing. Now that Schwartz is here, you know, there was a lot of people that put, some blind faith in Schwartz. Some people were like, oh, I don't know.
really
and
on
like,
the fence.
And we campaigned really hard and they got on board. And I love you for the trust. So that's why I want to say that like some people can be like, I'd like to be off the list this week. You can come and go as you please. You let us know. I'd like to
The
be off the
list
list.
is fluid.
I'm going to wait for him to do something great to get back on the list.
Yeah. Stephen A. Smith has what's called the A list on his sports show,
Yeah.
and it's fluid. That list is fluid.
Yeah.
That means it changes. It can change.
Yeah,
You can
you're not
change.
in
You can
like
come and
Flynn.
go. It's fluid. 1 week, yeah. 1 week, no. That's all fine.
Yeah.
All you got to do is like and subscribe.
Your vote really does matter. People
Yeah.
say, I'm not going to vote. Just my vote doesn't count. Yes, it does.
It does here.
Look what
I
we
can't
did.
speak for out there. For here, I can tell you 100% guarantee or your money back.
Or your non-money back.
Yeah.
We'll double your money
yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Shall we top of the pop sip?
I suppose.
Okay.
I just wanted to say one thing about this Jax's
Maybe
sign,
not. Maybe
though.
we'll do it in a
Oh, yeah,
minute.
that's the top of the pop.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, go.
No, that's it. They take down Jax's sign.
For like the 70,000th time.
Can
Like,
it be done enough?
here's the thing. And I feel like Nettie could tell us. I feel like many people could tell us. We have a lot of people that are very well versed in narcissists. This is not the move. I think that they think that they're we're
Right.
starting the show,
Yeah.
showing the sign coming down. No, a narcissist sees they're starting the show with me in lights, and yeah.
They still love
They
me.
opened the
Yeah.
show with me.
They
They
can't
came
get
still
enough
using
of
my
me.
name.
Exactly.
Yeah. They
I
tried
am
to get
top
rid of
billing.
me. Yeah,
Literally
totally.
top billing, held high with my name is 10,000 times huger than the credits that are rolling. Like,
I was top billing because they're removing the billing.
yeah. I mean,
Yes,
listen,
but, yeah,
I'll be
I'm
here to
with you.
tell him, what the difference is, but he's not going to take it in that way. He's only going to be on the phone with all of his friends to be like, "Just see my, you see they still can't even do anything without me."
Don't you mean all his friend? I don't think there's
friend.
plural
Who are
of
his
that.
friend?
That's
His
what I'm
friend,
saying.
his
Listen,
sponsor.
LA is not a place that you got to. A lot of idiots have a lot of friends.
I'm
here.
implementing a new thing this season for the Valley. It's a timeout.
Oh, okay.
And Jax is gone, as we mentioned in the opener.
Oh, and here's what I'm.
And you're
literally
falling
doing
into the trap.
the same. Oh my god!
So what we're going to talk about instead is the other sign that was in that shot that was absolutely hilarious. And I know for 99.9% certainty it was placed there by a producer, was the little promo frame outside the bar where it's usually like one night only, Styx is performing. It was the Valley promo poster for this
that's great.
upcoming season. That was pretty
Listen,
funny.
if you got space, use it.
Yeah.
And you do. You have parking lots there.
Speaking of signs, there was a new sign or doormat at Brittany's. It's now the Cartwrights. She has really de-douched that house. It's now her name, the kid's name. She's a whatever the modern day version of live, love, laugh is. That's Brittany. That's her style.
Yeah.
I gotta say, my notes for the Britney section is Brittany, whatever.
Here's the thing. I'm happy for her that she's cut this guy loose. She says she's feeling footloose and fancy free. She's not divorced yet, but she's, very happy with her decision. And I will say, in all seriousness, I am very proud of her that she has the moment to soak in, like, holy shit, I'm paying all my bills. I'm the one who's responsible for this house. I take care of my kid. I pay for all that. Like, it does feel good to be financially self-sufficient, especially because I think she has a very big nut to crack every month.
Yeah.
That house does not seem
Well,
cheap.
she talks
especially
about it later in the episode. Kidding.
I really want to be positive about Brittany. I really, really do, because like she's
hard, though,
come a long way,
currently.
but like, God,
Jeez.
I want to know, how do you make it this many seasons in, and like you still have not thought, maybe I should invite a friend over before day one to just do some camera tests of outfits I might wear. Everything looks different sitting down. Believe me, I know. I literally stare. We have a monitor right here that I keep mine on the big part of the monitor, because I need to know if this little thing is sticking out.
I always wondered why that you did that.
No, I need to know when to do this.
Oh, you look great.
I'm just saying.
I know.
That if I'm thinking about this on this free little internet show, that
this indie podcast,
this little indie podcast, yeah, then how has she never said I should get some shots and see how I'm going to look sitting down? This is not a body shaming. This is a wardrobe shaming. A corset is a thing that's been around since God knows when. I don't know. They're in the movies where the people are wearing the big skirts and the corsets, and there's brothels still. So whatever time era that is, that was a thing. They are too, because women were supposed to be sucked and tucked and trim and tight and whatever. You don't even have to wear one anymore. You shouldn't wear one if you're literally now like your corset looks like it's a inner tube. Maybe it's broken. Don't wear one then.
I think it's just her body type. That it's the corset's not broken. It's just.
I'm trying not to make this about body types. I'm trying to make this about wardrobe choices.
But it is. She is a curvy girl. She loves it. I love it for her. It's that saying. Everybody thinks they're funny and has good taste. Everyone couldn't possibly be funny and have good taste. It just is what it is.
Yeah.
Brittany seems like a sweet woman. She does not, in my humble opinion, her taste ain't for me. I'm not into how she styles her house. I'm not into how she styles her hair, her makeup, her wardrobe. Not for me. I also think what you're tapping into is just, it's a look like we had this with Huda when she was on Love Island, right? Like I said, her dress looked so Mother of the Bride.
Yeah.
And you said, did you see her standing up from the back? And I said, no. And it was not Mother of the Bride. And she looked beautiful.
Yeah.
Whether you love her or hate her, this is just the example you're using, right?
But it's a reunion. You're going to be sitting.
Yes.
You got to do different tests for
different. That's right. And I feel like maybe Brittany's outfit looked better if she was standing.
Yeah.
But in her confessional, when she's sitting and you're in a corset and she's a really busty girl.
Yeah.
It just like everything, there's only so many places things can go, like no matter what your body shape is.
Yeah.
And so like it all just kind of, when you sit, everything kind of rises and it takes away from everything that's going on, because you're sitting there being like, are you even comfortable? What's happening?
No, totally. And like, she's got great hair and like, she has great skin and great eyes. And like, if like all I'm doing is looking at everything else and being like, you are coming out of everything that you've got on. And a corset is, I'm sorry, it just is it has a very specific job. So if it's not doing the job that like it was literally made to do, and like it is so uncomfortable to wear them, that's why people don't wear them anymore. Whoa. So if you are wearing them, then they should really be doing the job that they were intended for. I was thinking about Brittany, like if she would have come in and like, you can wear a low V, like you can wear a super low V and like a dope blazer over it and some trousers. Like I want to see Brittany like she could look very sexy in
100%.
In something still very like boobylicious, but not like up and pushed and out. Like they're going other places. Like
yes,
things have to go somewhere.
That's right. I'm saying like there's only so many directions something's gonna go in. But I also feel that like there's and listen, not everyone needs to look chic, okay?
Yeah.
But her style is so dated or
It's
something.
very dated. She's holding on to youth or something.
But in like a weird early aughts way.
Yeah.
Because maybe that's when she was really growing up and like into certain style things.
Yeah.
But like, I just feel like there's always like little things on her head. Like she's a Harajuku girl or
Yeah.
something. And then you've got like overly done makeup where, especially now, I just feel like the natural look is so much more in style.
Yeah.
I always have liked a natural look.
Yeah.
Which is shocking because I'm from New Jersey and that's not really the song of my people. But I just have never, when she first was on Vanderpump Rules and everything was much more toned down, I liked that far better. Like, even though she has great hair, it's just like, but the highlights are a little, and I'm not, I never want to like shame how someone
I just meant her hair's very healthy. Like I would like, these are the things that I wake up and think, because my hair's like straw.
No,
so
her
I see
hair's-
someone with hair like that and I just think you should work, everything should be circling around the hair.
But
like,
this is my point. Because she has gorgeous hair.
Yeah.
But it's just like, maybe those aren't the best highlights for you.
Yeah.
Or like maybe that cut isn't doing the best thing it could because she is such a pretty woman that like, I just think her choices aren't doing her any service.
Yeah, I have to believe that I'm sure she has a stylist, because my whole thing has always been believing that like, she just doesn't want to pay for one, or she thinks she's good enough to do it herself, so she's just not getting one. I really think that she just, and listen, I had a whole hair malfunction earlier in the year. So like I've been wearing my hair, not how I would ever want to wear it in my whole life, but I didn't really have much of a choice. It's finally going out a little bit. So I got this cut, but like I couldn't even get this cut before because I would have a mullet. So anyway, I understand that you are comfortable with what you're comfortable with, whatever she's seeing. Like she's clearly doing it for a reason because she thinks it looks a certain way, but, I don't know, man, you're a million seasons in, like let the professionals tell you what's best.
But I'm telling you, even if you have a stylist, it's like the stylist you are probably choosing, if you don't have great taste, is a stylist that aligns with that. Like, who else I think of in the Bravo sphere that has this problem? Denise Richards. I think she is so beautiful. I think she's this fabulous personality, but I see the stuff that she chooses to wear and the way she like chooses to do her hair and her makeup. And I'm like, oh, Denise, no. And I think love her.
It has a youth component to it. It feels like some people just don't think that they should cut their hair short and should start wearing there is so much sexy, chic, like I don't know. You don't even have to wear a top under blazers, ladies. Like you can still make something so much hotter than like you're thinking it is in your head. And I just think that, they make wrong choices, and it just, not only is it not doing them any favors, it's actually, look at how many minutes, we're 18 minutes in and like just talking about Britney's wardrobe. Like
it is astoundingly bad.
Yeah, it's so bad. And like the black thing that she was wearing that has like, it's like Dracula, like it's like very goth, and then
she
like
had to look like that last season. That every time,
yes, and her boobs are literally up here. You can see the tops of her boobs up here.
Yeah, and I like it's distracting for me while I'm trying to listen to what she's saying, and I'm just like, what is happening?
That paired with how she also is very giggly right now, which I love. She's happy.
Yeah, but she got a sparkle back.
Yeah, she's getting it. But she seems like a cartoon character with the laughing and the boobs and the thing. Like it's a lot of like.
Yes, and it's like if that's your thing, like I don't think like I live for Dolly Parton, but like I'm not looking at Dolly's wardrobe being like, oh my gosh, this is like Hall of Fame, best dressed, whatever. But it's her.
Yeah,
and she owns it. So then I love it because I think, no, this is organically, genuinely who this person is.
Yeah,
I feel like Britney, it's not quirky, like, oh my God, this is like your own
authentic
personal,
style.
authentic style. It's like you're trying to chase trends.
Yeah.
And it's okay. You don't have to. Okay. After we see her, do you have something to say about her?
Yeah, a bunch of shit.
Please.
I listen, I'll probably get lit up for this, but that's all right. You guys are going to get it lit up too for body shaming Britney and shaming her clothes and her whole life. But you can light me up. It's fine. It's the internet. And I'll try to say this without being a dick. And I'll put it in a way of like, if this is like a vibe, then cool. Like there's a bunch of different vibes, and like them, don't like them. Choose your vibe, pick it. You're fine with a bunch of vibes. Some vibes you hate. Fine. Let's go with that. I think Britney is trashy. Britney is mega trashy. And that might sound horrible to say unless you kind of put it in that like, well, everyone's got a vibe. Her style, her vibe is trashy. The way she talks is kind of trashy. Her giggle, it's cute, but then it's also like, oh, it's a trashy giggle. And I do feel a little bad as I sit here saying this, but it's all I can kind of think of. It's the only kind of adjective I can come up with when I see Britney is you chose trashy. It's the outfits, it's the tone, it's a little everything. She's trashy.
That's the word you would use if you weren't a woman and hadn't seen 7 layers deeper than it. That would be, I'm glad that, because you're not sitting around thinking about Britney, clearly as I have been doing all morning, and being like, what is the real problem here?
I don't really like Britney, so I'm not a Britney fan.
I know Britney's got her things, but like what I want to do is just, we met her because Jax plucked her out of somewhere and brought her home. We've only known her to be with this dude. So I have things that I'll say about Britney later as we get into it, but this is only going to be this should be the greatest year of her life. Like she's sans Jax now. Like Jax is not a part of her world anymore. We will maybe get to know a whole new person. Who knows? Doesn't look like it, but who knows? We shall be open to find out.
I'm here for it. I'm all here for it. She just, whatever. She bugs me.
Yeah, I'm psyched for her. She lost 250 pounds of dead weight. Good for her. I think you know what it is, and this is always a thing for me personally. When I see someone making unhealthy choices on any level, I get very bummed.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't bum me out. Like if someone else is happy, I just think like, are you really happy with that choice? Like, not that this guy that she's dating, and obviously we don't know that much about him, he could be wonderful, but it's like, you do seem to be getting into this very quickly. Is that the healthiest choice for you? Should you, and maybe she is in therapy and we just don't know it, or like, and this is not a body shaming thing at all, but like, I worry when people have an unhealthy diet, and we've seen from Britney just throughout the years that she's been on the show, it's a lot of processed food. It's a lot of, she's joking like, oh, I'm dipping this into cheese. I love cheese. Cheese is delicious, but like, it seems like she's always making those.
It's our next merch.
Cheese is delicious. It is. I tried to be vegan, and that was the thing that really got me. It's like heroin to me. I mean, I've never done heroin, but I imagine it's cheese and heroin.
I imagine it's made of cheese.
That's right. I imagine it's made of cheese. So like, I just get nervous because I'm just like, oh God, like that's not the best thing for you. And then remember and I know she was under so much stress, and that was like all of the vomiting that she was experiencing like last season and the season before. But I just get nervous. I'm like, maybe it is some of the drinking and some of the like poor food choices. And now like you seem to be steamrolling into this relationship with this guy, and it's very fast, and he's saying he loves you, and I want you to be happy. I just don't know if there's like a lot of thought between her realizing like, oh my God, I want this, and then her doing it, whether it's the guy, the Taco Bell, the outfit, that whatever.
Let's leave Taco Bell out of this, all right? Be nice. But this is the second relationship.
Right.
She already busted through one of his buddy or somebody's buddy.
Oh, that's right.
Then don't date in the friend group. So the next scene is meeting up with Zack and Benji at, Benji's soon-to-be apartment, Zack's full-time apartment, which I didn't realize they weren't living together right away. That's such a logical, like not rushing into it kind of step.
I don't think he can, right? He doesn't.
Or it's a legal
it's an immigration
step.
thing. I think
they couldn't
probably
be roommates.
Yeah.
He is not a citizen, so I think he has to go back and forth. Like I think you got to let a certain amount of time.
He
pass.
has his green card.
Is he legally
does,
divorced yet too?
If you have your green card, you can stay.
Then why has he been having to go? I thought
think
you could only stay for
divorce
so
thing.
long.
Not if you have your green card.
Huh.
At his apartment, we learn that Benji will soon be moving in, and Zack will never move to the Valley, and he's on a GLP-1.
I love that this guy is not moving to the Valley.
I do too.
I honestly, because once we do get to obviously the book goes like, there is something about, listen, people might think this is stupid because if you can own a house somewhere, you probably should and get over like just living in some apartment in the city. But I just feel like this city is so much of my like
DNA.
Like because I also don't want to be careful. Like it's not my personality. Like I'm not pretending that I even utilize this city even 1% of how it should be. But there is just something about knowing that I could if I wanted, and it's right outside my window, right outside my door. Just jump off my balcony, and here I am.
Here and like it's nice out, and obviously now like the sun is out again at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock.
Yeah,
I get filled with so much joy. And I'm like especially because I drive through West Hollywood, which to me is the gayest place on earth, and I love that for us.
I mean, I don't think you feel that way. It is the gayest place on earth.
I think it is. Which again, I live for, and I just love seeing everybody like out and happy and dancing and holding hands. Like it's just so fun. It's such a good time, and I have such pride, and I love LA so much.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying. Like it's beautiful in Santa Clarita. It's just not my vibe.
No, it's weird there. There is every time we come home from anywhere that we have to, like we would just be coming off a fountain and coming down La Cienega, I always turn right on Santa Monica. First of all, it's the same, but Mike sees it as like it's going to be trafficy here. It's going to be trafficy because people are out living their lives. And I love driving through West Hollywood every single time. I never go straight on La Cienega, that bullshit ass street. Yeah.
Yes, and then they want you to turn right on like 3rd or Beverly, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, I have my moments. I'm more of a, I get to like, I like it. I live here. I love living here. And I like going like once in a blue moon. We'll go to West Hollywood for dinner. Like we live here. It's down the street.
I'm like, we should walk over.
But like and I like walking around, like going out. Like I like that. But the car thing for me is just that's a whole other situation. It's just I get a little too road ragey. So I have to I have my routes that are so ridiculous. If you knew the ways I went places versus the plethora of ways that I could take, you'd be like, this dude is a full-blown psychopath.
He never wants to see another living human being in his life.
And that's when I'm in the car. That is the truth. Like I am literally driving Mulholland to work. And I don't need to take Mulholland to work, but no one else does. So that's where you'll find me.
Does anyone have anything to add to the Benji Zack?
I love that Zack is just like, oh, here I am on Ozempic and doing my thing. You're skinny. I gotta tell you, like I don't know. Like, is this a lifelong thing? People just stay on it their whole lives and like, okay. I don't know what the rules are, but I do kind of love that. I bet you a lot of people are gonna come for him in comments across the platforms of wherever Zack spends his time. And they're going to say how irresponsible this is, to be doing this and you're promoting this body. And I feel like Zack is going to be like, you. And I love that about him being like, no, this makes me feel great. I'm doing it. And I'm going to tell you about it. The only thing I hope for him is I hope that he's getting paid for it. Because just like, Sierra and Amanda are pushing Prozac left and right on all the streets. I hope that they are getting some cashish. Because these are big brands making a shit ton of money.
But Sierra more than Amanda.
Oh, yeah. No,
Amanda could make nothing, right?
No, Amanda could be a side effect.
Yeah, that's right.
Watch
Sierra's
out.
your hero's journey with the Prozac or whatever she said
she got
on.
a little too happy.
Amanda's why Prozac has insurance.
Kind of pay. Wait, I was going to say, oh no, I don't think he is.
He is what?
Getting paid to do it. And this might sound savage, but like if you were making money like that from, first of all, I don't know if GLP-1 is like paying someone like Zack, because I don't think he's probably got enough clout, but like then you'd be making enough that you wouldn't have a roommate.
They have to be paying people because like Heather on Salt Lake is definitely shilling for one of them.
That's what I'm saying. Not him though. Like I don't think he has enough clout. Like
Well, make it. Maybe he's doing what we do. How we just are like,
Oh, yeah.
we're having these chips. Chip company.
These
Would you
chips
like
are
to-
delicious.
Yeah.
That's right.
Crunch, crunch.
After this, we hop over to the actual valley to Jasmine and Michelle's new apartment. They're in Sherman Oaks. It's a lovely oak if you've never been there. And Michelle starts talking to Jasmine about how like, hey, we still have all this stuff to do for the wedding. And Jasmine in her confessional is like, I'm the laid back bride. I'm the easy bride. And then she goes saying like everything that she needs, which was kind of adorable.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah. But that was kind of a nothing little update with them.
Listen, yes.
Like not dramatic, I mean.
Yeah, totally. I know what you mean. But let's hope that it's not a nothing because I'm a little bored of waiting for these two to get married.
We need to see their wedding.
I just like,
If we don't, that's a crime against humanity.
yeah. And I'd like to, like, obviously this show is a friggin' disaster. Thankfully, we have Barry to help us. But like, it is why
Prozac.
it's why we have one. It's why we have a YouTube where there's a storm out by one of the unnamed hosts amongst us.
His alter ego.
Yeah.
Wait,
with
someone when we
somebody's
did our-
alter ego.
Did you see when we were doing our breakdown of Scamandal the other night? Someone goes, I just want everyone to know that was not Mike in the chair. That was Mark.
yeah, totally.
That's
Yeah.
adorable.
I know. As I read through the comments and my mind is going in 100 million places on like where I'm at now with it. I'm like, dang, do I need to blame this on Mark again? I'll use him if I need to. But like, yeah, there's an alter ego was born out of it. It's a crazy show. So I would really enjoy a B storyline throughout the season, at least. That is these two's wedding planning.
100%.
And
Yeah,
let's have a
she's-
little drama there. Let's have a little, oh, I'm totally chill. I'll throw your ass out of my wedding. Let's have that drama.
No,
Like,
yeah, she
who's
needs to
getting thrown out? I
Be
don't care about
deciding.
Brittany and Jax.
Listen, sometimes I just like the idea that like there's going to be like people on the chopping block. Are they going to make bridesmaid? Are they going to make maid of honor?
Yeah,
Is there,
yeah.
who's going to officiate? You know, when they talk about how Jesse wants to officiate, I think that he would be a great officiant because he is a performer.
Yeah,
you know,
totally.
I just think it'd be fun.
really can't stand
And they
him.
really like each other though. Like those two
They
are
do.
like earnest good friends. You know, so
I just also think Jasmine and Melissa are actually a great couple. Like, I
Yeah.
think they really love each other. I think they will make it.
yeah.
And I just don't want Jesse to be like, it's because I married you. I'm so because I know love. I just had.
That's funny though.
no, I don't like.
He's a cartoon character. Like he's
I
just
can't
like
stand him still.
oh no.
How you can't stand Craig, I can't stand Jesse. But you know this about me.
No, I know. I just sometimes I just wish that you could see him for the entertainment he provides. Like he is the know-it-all in the room. He is acting like everyone here is an idiot. But the way he's doing it in his like trousers and his Gucci loafers with no socks and a bunch of other accoutrement and accessorizing, like it's very entertaining. Like this guy exists here,
But he doesn't feel in on the J to me, which is why.
which is even funnier.
But see, that's what annoys me about it because I'm just like, oh, now I'm laughing at you. I don't like that. I want to laugh with you.
Oh no, I don't. A laugh's a laugh for me, especially on this show because it can get so dark.
That is true.
Yeah.
Speaking of getting dark, we are going over to Michelle's house where we meet Jessie. So she's moved into this new home. Her and Aaron, her beau from last season, are officially done. We hear that this is the first time she's ever been broken up with, which is, and I don't mean this is not personal to Michelle. This is shocking to me. Like you've never been like dating or hooking up with someone and you've been dumped before. Have you never been dumped? Oh no,
You see, my husband literally
That's
left
right.
for work one day
Yeah.
and never came home. I've
Yeah.
been dumped harder than anybody on this planet.
One time.
It was the one time, but like it was a big time. Okay?
It was enough.
It counted for like 7 times. There's a golfer, Phil Mickelson, who was like, would have been everything if not for Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
He was like the guy in the Tiger era that like just got so shafted by Tiger Woods. But he won. We've talked about the Grand Slam in golf is when you've won all 4 majors. And Phil Mickelson he's one of them shy the U.S. Open, but he's finished second place in the U.S. Open 6 times. And so that's his joke. He's like, 6 second places is worth 1 first place.
Yeah, it has to.
I think I've won the Grand Slam. Like
I
he
think
jokes
so.
about that all the time. Whatever. Let's talk about the Valley so we can
so back
drink our wine.
in the Valley, but not actually in the Valley, we head all the way up to Santa Clarita, where Nia is Les Miserables.
Yeah,
She
is.
wants out like someone serving a prison sentence. I see it's coming out of her pores. Talk about crying. This bitch is crying every night in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I just want to be back in that shitty penthouse.
Yeah.
Air quotes if you're
No,
listening.
it's true.
Like, and I get it. I fully get it. I've always been this way my whole life. It is location, location, location. It has impeded my ability to be a homeowner. And more than having a child, I have wanted to own a home. Okay. That's how badly I cannot wait to own dirt with a house on it. Okay. And hopefully a view and a pool with a hot tub.
Yeah.
But at any rate, I can smell it on her through the TV that she is just, this is not going to last. His happy wife, happy life. And he loves her too much to let her be miserable.
I hope so. The only thing that I like, the only thing that gets me to where I'm like, okay, Nia, like you didn't get dragged up here. You pushed and pushed and pushed for a 4th kid. And he said, we do not have room or money or whatever. Like, we got to move then. We're bursting. I think he said we're bursting at the seams.
And they were.
He gave you a compromise and you took it.
Yeah,
Like
and you took it.
Or he gave you a,
Yeah.
I guess, is that the right term?
I mean, yeah, listen, it was an ultimatum.
An ultimatum. He gave you an option. If you want this, we got to do this.
Yeah.
If you don't want to do this, then we can't do this.
And it seemed really just about dollars and cents. Like, this is the money that we have. And, you know.
That being said, he seems like he wants another kid. So now I'm like, whoa, dude.
Well, I can't tell if he's
were
joking.
Because they got an
real-
extra bedroom.
And you know what? Here is the thing. Also, you got 4, have 9. Then, like 4 and 10, they feel the same to me. Like that's there is no sleep. There is not a minute that you don't have a kid with you. I kind of just feel like you should get the 5 and have a great family photo.
Yeah, no, my mom said, she's like, once you're outnumbered, like if you choose to have a 3rd child, then just have as many as you want.
Yeah.
Because my mom always wanted a 4th kid and my dad didn't even want to have a 3rd. Thanks, Dad. He did. When I was like 15, we were sitting at the table having breakfast together because my dad and I always had breakfast together. And my brother and sister had gone off to college. And he looks at me and he's like, you know what, kid? I'm glad we had you. I'm like, thanks. Question mark. And he's like, no, I just mean like, I never wanted a 3rd kid, but I'm so, if you weren't here.
You ain't so bad.
And like
There'd
your
be no
brother
one at
and your
this table.
sister are gone, then it's just me and mommy and I love her. But like, we'd be a little bored. I'm like, a thing? Like, this is not, where does it turn into a compliment, Dad? But that's how my dad compliments.
Yeah.
So at any rate, that's, and so he even says to this day, he's like, we should have had the 4th.
Yeah. You know, people say, oh, actors, why are every actor is a liberal? I think that actors, if you really thought about what they did for a living, literally every single day, whether it's in their training or in their professional life, they are putting themselves in other people's shoes all day long, every day. So yes, they're very liberal and progressive because they have literally walked in many people's shoes and continue to do it every day. I hope that Danny can understand that, like, there is that the location does mean something. Surrounding atmosphere, it does. You know, some guys might not get that. I feel like he would have a better shot at getting that. And I hope that the moment that he does make any extra money, that they are able to move back closer to her friends. Because even just her having to go meet up with Kristen later, you know, that's like a 45-minute drive. Kristen's like, oh, I drove 3 blocks and this is crazy, you know, but like it's a long ass drive.
Oh, that is, I want to say that is an over 45-minute drive because I had to go to Santa Clarita not too long ago and it was over an hour.
Oh yeah, I was just thinking
From
if you're
your
already
house.
in the valley, like maybe it's a little bit shorter.
Yeah,
Sure, maybe, but I'm pretty
listen,
close to the
as
valley. I'm like 15 minutes.
Yeah, as is everything. It depends on traffic. Right?
Yeah.
And in LA is definitely that. From the valley, like for us, that's an hour, and on a good day. Like on a good day, that's an hour. if you're flying and it's the middle of the night and there's zero traffic, maybe you can get there in 45 minutes.
That's what I think.
That's what Stephanie would always tell us. Because I feel like,
Yeah.
where is Santa Clarita as opposed to, where did Stephanie live?
Porter Ranch.
Porter Ranch.
No, pretty close.
Yeah.
It's a little further out the 18.
Santa
the
Clarita's
118.
further out.
A little bit, yeah.
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 But
it-
not a ton.
dude, it
not
looked
a
the
ton.
same.
I think Porter Ranch and Santa Clarita
Really?
are pretty next to each other, if I'm not mistaken.
I literally, like, you could have told me that was Stephanie's street and I would have believed you.
It felt when I was I felt like I left the state. Like it felt
No,
very
it does.
far.
And here's the shitty part about that area. If I'm gonna move an hour outside of town or 45, whatever it is,
It
you
is
know,
it's a smidge farther. So like, but not like, if you can't see this at home.
oh, can you not see
Here's
that?
Porter Ranch. Here's Santa Clarita. So
And it
10
feels it.
minutes,
Yeah,
a little bit, 5 or 10 minutes,
No,
maybe.
maybe
with
I
traffic.
think like that 10, 15.
It's also deeper into the canyon, so over a little hill, which probably
Yeah,
adds
yeah.
a little. So it's a little bit further.
And listen, Stephanie and Rich chose to move there from their penthouse apartment here that was just
In
2
the
streets
valley.
away. And they spent their few years there, whatever. And now they live in the sickest house in San Diego. Like, you know, there are perks to these things. You know,
Totally.
you pay your dues, whatever. The thing that sucks about this area is that it is still so uniformed. Like if I'm moving somewhere an hour out, then it would be for the purpose of like, we're living on a huge stretch of acres of land where like my house is nothing around me looks like my house. There probably isn't another house around me for a minute. When you've got that wrought iron fence kind of in your backyard and in like, it just is like, I feel this is like a condo kind of like that's like, that was at my mom's condos growing up, is that HOA uniform, everything looks the same.
It's planned housing, like a planned
Yeah.
They're
housing
truck homes.
community.
They're
Yeah,
just
truck
developments.
homes.
They're like Toll Brothers.
And she's not even asking for West Hollywood. She's asking for Sherman Oaks. Like,
But by the way, the valley's so expensive.
I know. And that's the other thing.
And
That's
then
weird.
Was she? Because she was asking for like Beverly Hills.
Oh, she did want something
adjacent.
more. Well, she deserves it.
Yeah,
Beauty
she's a
Queen
beauty
can do whatever
queen.
she wants.
Okay. This beauty queen got an extra couple mil because that's
A Beauty Queen could find a husband that has an extra couple mil.
But she
Well,
loves her
get it.
Danny.
Exactly. So do for her as she does for you.
This is true.
are we concerned that mom and dadager things are happening? Like,
With their kids?
Yeah. Do we think that they're gonna like start shoving these kids into like acting and
Yeah, but I think
Well,
it'll
if
be.
mommy needs to get her house, then yeah.
I think it'll work out for them. They seem to have very good heads
You're
on their
okay with that?
Oh,
shoulders.
That's why I think they should have the 5 kids.
just in case because it's
Because I think that they could probably have their, like, the valley could just be the Bookos at some point, you know? Like, I think they
Mia
could
and
get a
Danny
spinoff.
plus 5.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the church would even help fund it.
interesting.
Yeah.
We are now back to the valley. We are North Hollywood with Luke and Kristen. And I was trying to do the math, and then they said it at some point. I guess their baby Kaya is 3 months old. So this is all very new. And I don't know if you've ever seen new parents that are like a few weeks or a few months into it, and they all look like they've been in a K-hole for like
Yeah.
a year. I don't know what I did to myself. Why I thought this was milk was a bad choice. Like I
Yeah.
thought this was going to be good. And then you get into the rhythm of it, and it's the greatest love of your life and all that stuff. But they're currently in the K-hole look.
Yeah.
And we hear that, you know, obviously their sex life is non-existent right now, which seems not normal, but like listen, if it's 6 months down the road, I'm very nervous, but like, and they do have to talk about this and work it out, but it's like, it's an amber light for me. It's not a complete red, like
Yeah.
sound the alarms. But they do have to track it. So they were talking about that. They were talking about how they're going to do this sip and see with Nia and her new baby. And then they also briefly mentioned that there has been literally zero contact between them, Janet, and Jason. And there was just the one time they saw them at Brittany's party. But that conversation kind of gets split in between this and the next scene. So whenever you guys want to talk about that, we can.
They're both having issues. They're both just first-time parents. I also think like, listen, I know that I'm in an odd situation. Like most people don't wait 16, 17 years to get married. But like, I do think that
We're
like
writing
having
our own
kids,
story.
and maybe it's just me because I really am so all over the place. So like maybe specifically me, I would need to be with someone for an exorbitant amount of time before I thought, okay, before I had confidence that like we could become parents together and like things wouldn't change so drastically that it would change our dynamic. Like, yes, of course there's going to be changes. Of course there's going to be like brand new things that like, oh my God, this wasn't a thing before. This totally sucks. Or like, this is so great. I can't believe, like whatever it is. But like, I do not think people should be having kids that quickly after they just are dating and then move in together and he is not from here. And like, I think that you are really risking a ton.
Yeah.
Like it is, if things work out, you are going to be one of like this very small percentage of like, wow, you guys
You're
just
the exception,
really
not the rule.
get along and really get each other and work well together. And this thing happened. And yeah, you're an exception to the rule. So all that aside, too late for that advice. So like now that we're here,
Can't cancel the order now.
yeah. There is just something that was sticking out to me about this is that like, I will never like Kristen's issues that she's having right now. They're always going to trump the issues that he's having. I'm always going to feel for the person who had to carry, whose body is completely different now, who is trying to, their hormones are so out of whack. And on top of that, they're getting no sleep. They can't really eat in a structured way. Not that Kristen was ever really eating in a structured way anyways.
Or doing
but
anything in a structured way.
Yeah.
Bless. But
Yeah. But like all those things like, are just like, I don't know, this dude does not have any of those things. Now he's a brand new father. He's going to have tons of like insecurities. Am I doing this right? Am I supporting her right? He's not going to get the same kind of feedback from her that he normally would when he brings her flowers. She might not even notice because she's just wrapped up in something else. None of the same tricks are going to work anymore. This is very fish out of water for him as well. But for her, it is just 10 times more being in your head about how you look, how you feel, and also I don't think she's breastfeeding actually, but still like it's a mother and a baby. Like it's just so much different than it just is always going to be different.
But to add to what you're saying, she tried to breastfeed and it just wasn't happening for her. And I actually think like when you're lactating like crazy and you're just making all of this milk, I think that even though it's such a high demand on your body, and like any of my girlfriends who have done it, they always say like you truly don't feel like your body belongs to you until you stop breastfeeding, or at least that was their experiences.
Yeah.
But I think it's actually even harder if you want to breastfeed and you just can't.
Yeah.
Like the stress of that to add to what you're saying. And she said like I just couldn't do it.
Yeah. And like even thinking like, and this is, I'm literally just speculating. I have no idea what she's feeling because I've never been a mother before, but like I assume there might be also something along with that that's like, I wasn't even able to get pregnant for so long. And now I can't even lactate or I can't feed. Like, was I even supposed to do this? The baby doesn't even look like me. Like I assume that all of these crazy things are swirling around in this woman's head. And so what I'm going to try really hard to do, because all those things to me just feel so huge that it would be so easy to like, Luke looks the same. He's acting the same. He's doing the same, but he's not going to get the attention that he got from her before. His life is changing. Like I said, he is going to have those insecurities of like being a first-time father. Am I doing this right? Like just figuring it all out. And I'm sure there's so many valid things. And you just have to remember that like it's all relative to like their lives before, to what their lives are now. I will have a hard time with thinking that his are anywhere near hers. But if this is a whole new experience for him too, and the girl that he used to be able to bang around the clock who didn't give a shit about anything, and like that relationship is dead and buried right now. Like it's not going to be a thing. So I'm just going to try very hard to remember that, like I said, it's all relative and he's experiencing something in his own way that's very out of body. And his partner is no longer the partnership that he had before, and the dynamic and things that he could do before that would make her laugh and make her smile. She is so distracted and out on another planet right now. Like that's got to feel very lonely and very like, you might start feeling like she doesn't care about me, but it really has nothing. She's not even thinking about you. And maybe that's really fucking tough to hear too, because she's not thinking about you. She's thinking about a million other things. So I just want to be open to remembering that Luke is a real live boy too, and I'm gonna, just give it that the college try every time we go into these things, because we've seen the super tease, and I know the issues that she's going to have, and my reflex is going to be to kick him in the throat. Shut up! Stop asking her for that, But like he is just a guy trying to, live as well.
When Jesse's like, "Are you got the baby blues?" I'm like, "He's got some kind of blues."
Yeah.
The other thing too, and I don't know if this is a thing. I don't know if it's a general thing. I think it's or maybe it is a general. I don't know. But he's younger than her, right? So dudes are dumb. When chicks are not. Like women mature faster than boys, men, whatever. And so like, there's that too. Like he's younger than her. He's still like, me want hump, that's his bag.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, I'm old as hell and I'm still in that phase. So I'm not sure when you grow out of that phase, to be totally honest. But I could imagine if you just popped out a kid and I was like, "Oh, me want hump," he would be like, "Bro, you want smack?" Because that's what you're going to get. That would be a tough one.
I also think that a lot of times men want to just fix whatever the problem is.
Yeah.
And
which, thank you so much.
Which is lovely, but a lot of the time women just want
you to listen. A lot of the time what we think is fixing is humping. Humping will fix it.
Yeah.
Is that how we say?
Sure. And a lot of the time a woman just wants you to listen. And so I think that when she's feeling tired or feeling overwhelmed or distracted or whatever, he is just saying like, "Okay, well, let me just jump in and fix this." And it's like, it's not that I can't do this. And yes, of course I want your help. You are my co-parent, all of that. But like, maybe we could just talk about what's going on, because I was just listening to something and I'm going to butcher this, but basically this guy was talking about, it's like some scientific thing, but about how a lot of dudes think like, "Oh, I just want sex more than a woman does." And it's like, women are just as horny as you are. We want sex just as much. It just manifests itself in different ways. So like, if we're not feeling connected to you, if you're in a relationship and I don't feel connected to you, I don't want to have sex with you. And the guy's like, I don't really like her right now, but I'd still like to do it. Right. And so thank you.
When did you not like me?
Not you.
Yeah. This is yesteryear, other people.
Yeah.
But so my point is that like, I think the reason women want to be heard and have that conversation is because we also know on the other side, Minnie wants meteor.
It was coming. How old is she in cat years? She's 16 yet? Is it high school time?
They say 4 years for every 1 year. How many years old is she?
Oh God, then she's...
Dude, she's old as hell.
Yeah. She 8?
How? I don't know.
No, I think Fiv is 8 and Minnie's like 7. They're like 9 months apart.
7, lucky number 7. Okay, go on.
So point being is, I think like any man would be very surprised if you just sat there and you're like, "What's going on? Like, let's talk about it," and really sit there and listen and have an engaged conversation. It could quite possibly lead to sex. I have a very strong hunch that you would be humping after you hunched. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I just think that there is that connective tissue between two people when all of a sudden you feel like, I've said everything, I'm relaxed, I feel so connected to you, this makes me feel things in my nether region. It's why a funny guy always gets laid, because all of a sudden you're feeling like, "Oh my God, like we're connecting. God. You made me laugh. You brought that joke, or like you had that wraparound joke with me. You remembered something I said." It's just because you think you're talking, and really he's just trying to get you still in bed.
Yeah, there's something also about just this acts of service. Like, and I know everyone's got different love languages, but like there's something about like my head is so jumbled, and there's 15 things that for whatever reason I am hung up on. I want the curtain rod is drooping. I'm staring at it every day. I know I need to get the drill. I need to get the ladder. I need like whatever. These are not things on Mike's mind. Like, but I have I have weird attention issues, and I've got things I hone in on and that get in the way of everything else I'm doing if that doesn't get fixed or whatever. When he does randomly does these things, and listen, Mike doesn't give a shit about these things, so he doesn't think about them. But like the times that I have felt,
I give a shit about. I don't think I don't like.
Well, you don't care about something like that.
I care about other things.
Of
Not
course.
like I'm
No, you
just
care about many things. Like
sitting
you
around
care.
here
You
not
take care of this
caring.
entire household. You're a father to 2 children.
And also, I do think Mike
that.
will care about something because you care about it.
well, that's not true.
No, not all the time, not all the time. But there are things that I see that like he's done, and I'm like, oh, I feel like that was because Nat wanted that.
So there's a weird thing that like I'm someone who likes to be asked, and listen, I'll chalk it up to whether it's an excuse or not. I don't know if it is because like there are a lot of things on my mind, but it's not house stuff. It's this company and this channel and my job. And like I'm talked about it before many times on this channel. I am a hyper work focused. Everything in my brain is about work and work. I love work. But I like to be reminded and asked like, hey, I need you to do this. Can you help me do this? Like that kind of stuff will make me be like, oh yeah, I can help you with that. I can do that for you.
Because you think it's going to turn into a porno. Oh, you need your sink fixed,
One
ma'am?
can only wish. Well, I don't know how to fix a sink, so you would never ask me. I just mean like simple shit. But Natalie is like, I'm not going to nag you. I don't want to nag you. I'm like, no, it's not nagging. I enjoy it. Like, I would prefer you ask me like, hey, can you grab the trash? Hey, can we clean up? Hey, can we do the dishes? Hey, can we do
She'd
whatever?
rather eat glass.
Yeah.
I'd rather be asked because I'm not thinking about it. So like, I'm not going to do it.
She wants you to want to do the dishes.
Exactly.
I don't want
She
you to
doesn't
want. I
that.
just.
She's-
I
but,
want
like
you.
she just.
No, it's
this
that
is.
line,
Yeah,
you know.
no, I
from the breakup.
totally. I want you to want to do the
No,
dishes.
I don't
Who
want you to
wants
want that.
do the
Listen, I'll
dishes?
tell you what it is. It is the thing where I think that probably gets on so many women's last nerve is when like things just need to be done and he wants to be told and wants to be asked. And I want to say, look left and look right. Is something on the ground? Is there a glass or dishes from whatever we ate last night?
Have you worn clothes?
Have you
Are
worn
they
clothes?
dirty?
Exactly. Like this is so basic common sense to me that like I don't want to ask you. I don't want you to want to do the dishes. I don't want to do the dishes. Like I'm not that chick that's like, oh, I really want to.
But like I think what she meant by that was like, no, I want you to have the thought of my chick is in the kitchen scrubbing this shit. I want to help her do this. Like I should have just started doing it without her starting to do it.
This is so funny because I gotta say, and a lot of women will probably be like, oh my God, you're gonna think that this is like a, oh boo-hoo, at least he does it at some point. Every time, it was like clockwork. Like I would be doing the editing, doing whatever, and then he would just be in here, watch. And this is on his days off, so he's just in here watching football or golf or whatever the hell all day, and I'm hearing it. And there's just food everywhere and whatever. The second that I would finish whatever I was doing, editing, because I know like okay, we're filming in 2 hours. I get up and I go in the kitchen and I turn the sink on and start washing dishes. He literally, that's when he gets up and comes in. And I always say this. Is this a 2-man job? Like this is a one, like don't wait for me to get up and start doing the dishes for then you to come over and like, you've got the towel in your hand. Like we're going to do the dishes together. Like I don't want to do the dishes. What would help me is if you had done them.
Yeah. Just get up and do them.
Yeah. But he wants to do team sports.
Like A, team sports all day because they'll be done half the time. But B, those times is not that. It's me sitting there being like, okay, I'm gonna do the dishes. Like today I'll do the dishes because we're filming
LOL,
tonight.
what if Natalie thought that today I'm gonna do them?
Yeah, and also, did you see the sink full of dishes? Whose are those?
Okay.
We love you. We're just
Yeah, you guys are. You're right.
Wait, did this turn south?
No,
I
it
don't
didn't.
know
I'm
when
just
these
trying
things
to
turn
say-
south.
I'm trying to say, like, we're having a good time. I'm trying to have a good time too. Those moments when you're like, oh, and then I'll get up and do it. It's because I'll get up and be like, oh, I'll do this and this today. Like, I'll do that before we have to film. But like I've talked about also, my mom would leave the house and be like, here's your chores. She would get home at 6:05 and the sink would be wet because I did the dishes at 6:04.
Yeah.
The dishes are done, but they got done as
Man,
the key
dishes
was
are
turning the lock in the door. That last it, but done. You said have it done by the time you got home. You're
No.
home. The shit's done.
that shit drives me nuts.
It drove her nuts.
Yeah.
But so in my head still, I don't know if I've outgrown that, right?
You
so like
haven't.
I will be here and be like, okay, today I'll do like, and I don't mean like, oh, today I'll do. I just mean like, it's my day off. We have to film later. I'll bang out the dishes tonight. I know she's editing, whatever. But in my head, I'm going to do it later. I'll do it. If we're filming at 6, I'll do it at 4:30, and then I'll watch my show at 4:45, and I'll be ready by 5:55 and ready to go. That to me is fine.
Ever.
But listen,
You know who's ready to go?
This one. Look, that is not this one's fault. You're always
Because
late.
I'm
Don't
doing
even
things that you've been sitting in here for on the days that you have off.
But this
You've been
isn't
sitting
true
here for
because
however.
you go,
Oh my God.
Listen, whatever. We don't need to get in a fight about it. I'm just trying to explain when you're like, well, he does this thing. This is why I've already planned to do it, and then you get up and do it, and I'm like, oh, he beat me too. I might as well go in at least
Every day.
help. It's not every day. I go in there once a month. What are you talking about?
Shane used to do that with the garbage cans, and I'm not kidding you. I wanted to murder him on multiple occasions because I would say to him,
It's all
he's
possible,
like, you just,
ladies.
No, it's actually not impossible because you know who doesn't miss
It's
the garbage
I
cans?
said it's
This
all
guy.
possible. It's possible.
I thought you said you're impossible, ladies.
No.
Point being is I would say to him, I'm like, you have to take the garbage cans out. That's the only thing you have to do. Literally, I did everything else.
I would tell him that because I would be like, if you don't, then there's nothing that you do here, and I
do
will want to
nothing.
murder you in your sleep.
That's right. That's
Nothing
household,
I do.
household wise, like
yeah.
oh come on, Mike. There
No,
was definitely a
but-
stretch of time where you've come a long way. It's been 17 years, so imagine how long it took, but it did take a minute.
Shane didn't come anywhere, so you should feel good about yourself.
Yeah.
But so he was like, you just got to remind me. I'm like, I need to remind. It's Wednesday night. Just roll them out on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Just or Wednesday. I need to go to sleep with the garbage cans out on the street. And let me tell you why. One, because I knew he would forget. 75% chance he would forget.
He would sleep past the time that they would come.
Number two, my bedroom wall abuts where the garbage cans are. So I don't need to be woken up by at 3:30 in the morning.
Because then I would just take them out myself.
Correct. You know what would wake me up? At 4:30 in the morning, the sound of the garbage trucks coming. I know the cans aren't out. I peek behind the window. They're still sitting there. And so now I'm like a lunatic, basically half naked. You're welcome, Sanitary Department of Los Angeles, running the garbage cans down to the street. And Shane's like, wait, what? What's going on? I'm like, what do you think is going on? I'm taking the garbage cans out because you didn't do it. And when we were in therapy, our therapist was like, you have no idea how many times I have spoken about garbage cans in this room.
Yeah.
Because it is a thing with all couples, universally known. Anyway, but okay, so weird to see Janet and Lala in a scene together.
I love
that Lala's here. Here for it, queer for it. Thank you.
And
sir,
you,
may I have another?
You like Lala?
Big fan. Now that I've met her, we're buddies now. But I wasn't happy about this. I was like, oh, can we intro her with somebody else?
Yeah,
She knocked it out of the park,
well,
though.
because she's a pro.
Yeah.
She's great. I'm
She's
psyched
so
to have her on the
good.
show. She's gonna bring it.
No, I agree. I'm so glad you say that because so many
Yes.
people I know are like, I've been reading comments just like on the Bravo YouTube to like just see like what the vibe has been since she debuted because her and Schwartz are I've just never been so excited for these two new additions.
Same.
They were so necessary and needed, but so many people are like pissed coming out of the gates, like do not want to see this bitch. And I really want everyone, if you like how I'm trying to come in with Brittany and be like, surprise me, show me your new life, like
Get a makeover, but surprise me.
Yeah. It's been a minute. You haven't seen Lala in a minute. Like, let's just see. Like, look at her as really exactly what she does in this scene. She did exactly what this show needed. She's there with our arch nemesis, our enemy, but right out of the gate, she let us know she is not here to be Janet's friend and have her back in her corner. She's here to tell Janet, here's what I think you should do. And I'm also not really here for the other stuff. So, and I loved that so much. She read the room.
I've always really liked Lala.
Me too.
I think she's a fabulous reality TV
Yes.
personality. I think she brings it in all the ways that we want her
Gets
to.
it.
She gets it. I find her to be funny.
Mm-hmm.
I think she is pretty authentic to herself.
Yeah.
I think she's pretty open with her life.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate because I think it takes a lot out of you, like emotionally, energetically, mentally, to share that much. And she has my favorite characteristic of a reality TV personality. She has had growth. I have seen this chick be this wild, just like me attention kind of chick, which I get it. Clearly, I like attention. Imagine me when I was 22. I feel like she's still herself, but there's a settling that's happened. I feel like therapy is therapying for her. I think she's a great mom. Like, I'm super psyched she's here. And I thought she was, to your point, I thought she was great in this scene. She drove the story. She knows what she's there to do. She knows the beats she's there to hit.
She looks great.
She looks fabulous.
Yeah, great
Janet
hair,
does look beautiful.
great makeup.
Janet looked great also. I will say that. I thought she looked really, really beautiful.
That's the only good thing I'm going to say about Janet all year long is she looks outstanding.
Yeah. She looks wonderful, really healthy. It takes 4.5 minutes for this woman to start grinding my gears.
Yep.
And if anything, be consistent. And she did it.
Yeah.
They talked about how, Nia has blocked her everywhere. Good for you, Nia. Boundaries are important.
Yeah.
And also, I think Janet is one of these people who needs to know, like, I'm the around and find out crew.
Yeah.
Like, you did that. Here's a choice consequence. I'm doing this now. And you don't even need to get with it because I'm acting accordingly.
Yeah.
And I like that. And I love it from Nia because Nia is such a thoughtful person.
Yeah.
That when she lays the law down, it's like, what's that saying? Like E.F. Hutton, when I talk, people listen. Like she's very, like, I feel that vibe with her.
Yeah.
Because she's not petty and she's not like going for the jugular or whatever. This fight that we're going to be referencing now all season at the pool party where Brittany, I guess, told Janet, hey, Kristen's coming, but she just gave birth, so she's probably going to be inside in the air conditioning all day. Don't even worry about it. And then she told Kristen, Janet's probably not even going to show up. This is where I need to see some growth from Brittany. She always chalks it up to like, y'all, I'm a people pleaser. And I get it. Hi, my name is Courtney. I'm a recovering people pleaser. But like, you got to figure this part of your life out because it's just going to constantly bite you in the ass. And it's not, you're an adult now. Like, it's not a cute, excusable thing anymore. We're like, I just want everyone to be happy. So do we all. But this behavior doesn't make everybody happy.
No.
So clearly it was a mess. And Kristen went nuclear on her, which Janet drives me up a wall. So I don't blame her.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. But also, Kristen said that she'd only been out of the house one time since the kid was born. Was this the time?
It seems like
of all the time, like this was
I
the
didn't even
time.
do that math. Yeah, that's
like,
no brains.
Oh man, that sucks. I would stay home too if that was my time. Like I'm going to stretch my legs and get out, and that.
I don't blame Kristen at all, because if anybody just takes a moment to think back of like the bullshit that this bitch Janet pulled last season was so atrocious, and what's also gnarly about it is that the thing that she was trying to get everyone to know is that Danny was acting this, that, and the other way. And it almost like, even if it's true, you were still just like, this is not the messenger for this. Like, she is doing this whole thing a disservice. Like, we should be open to hearing about, is this guy problematic? Does he have these issues? Is he a closet drinker? Is he grabbing ass at work? Like, and the whole way that she went about it just made you stare at her. Because like she just, listen, we all want a perfect messenger. Paige DeSorbo is the only messenger I'll ever want for anything. No one's ever going to stack up. But she does it so horribly that it's like how right now, like everyone's feeling bad for Kyle. I hate Kyle. And here I am feeling bad for Kyle. God.
Before we started taping, Natalie was like really on a great rant about Kyle and just like,
who is this
all
guy?
The feels that you have for him now.
Well, I never followed him on social media. I still don't, but I saw something and I was like, this guy is not the guy I've been watching for 10 years. And I don't know if it's because of what just happened or if I've never, like I said, I don't follow him. So I don't know, a different show, but I feel like we're all in this together right now. Anybody who's watching The Valley is probably following the Scamandal train. And
she was like, I might trade Craig for Kyle.
Never.
No one's gonna buy that. I'll just skip right over.
You
that.
might want her to trade.
Yeah, because you like Kyle. You won't have that after that though. If I start liking Kyle, you'd be like, this Kyle guy is a real idiot.
Yeah, I've always hated this kid.
Team Spritz.
Yeah, Team Spritz for Vida. Okay, wait. What was
Craig's really growing on me.
You were saying
I just apologized
you
to
always
the
want
lamp.
that's nice of
As
you.
you should.
You were saying we always want the perfect messenger. We rarely get it.
Oh,
but
yeah.
the way Janet,
Okay, but why was I
because
even
you were saying the way
that?
that Janet delivered the message about Danny made us all look at Janet as opposed to
Okay. So why I even started this whole thing is to say that like I don't if the recount of the story that Janet tells us is actually what happened, which who knows? Like she's always like, think of all the stories she's told about everything. They are always so trumped up and blown out of proportion and made into to a whole scandal and a thing.
Like that her 1-year-old who can't process anything was so upset by the whole fiasco and throwing a full-blown physical out-of-body temper
this is a
tantrum.
core trauma for Cameron or whatever her
in the
kids.
actual
Cam, she had to
hell are
scoop
you
him up.
talking about, lady?
Listen,
I said the entire car ride. We're gonna go swimming with Cruz. Shut.
He cried.
Yeah.
I cried.
yeah, if I had to leave a party and go with you somewhere, Janet, I'd be kicking
Yeah.
and screaming in a high chair too. Or in a
Again,
car
it's like
seat.
the ball pit. Like the kid's
Oh,
crying
yeah,
because you're in
that's
his ball
right.
pit.
Oh my God, I
You're
forgot
ruining
about
this
that.
kid's life.
That is what is so fun about Janet is that I can complain about her and bitch about her all day long, but she continues to show you exactly who she is. Like you never have to wonder like, am I being too hard on Janet? No, I'm definitely not. I haven't gone hard enough. Clearly,
Janet's therapist needs to go harder.
go
on
hard,
Janet. Yeah.
go max. So I understand if the way that Janet recounted it is accurate, which I don't think it is, but let's just talk about it. Then yeah, I do wish that Kristen would not come out of her skin basically
Same.
at the sight of this woman at a kid's birthday party.
Same.
This is a kid's birthday party, right? Or is it just
I
a
think it was just
birthday
like a pool
that
party, but they
kids-
all have kids, so the kids were there.
Okay, so like, yeah, everyone bring your kids. Like, I just think that everyone should be on a different level of responsibility
Better
of
behavior.
how you act. Yeah, if that's what happened, and her kid was right there while Kristen's acting a fool and yelling and screaming about her. And then you got to take your kid who like, if you promised him that like, we're going swimming, like, I know I'd be pissed too if I'm a kid. I would be like, I thought we were going swimming. Well, now I'm getting back in the hot car. There's 95 degree in the valley. So I wish better for Kristen. I wish better for Kristen, because if you act better, you probably have a nicer life. Like it just is, I worry about Kristen having that she is a mom now and she is of the age that she is. And I want her to enjoy her life. So I don't want her to be yelling at someone and causing a scene at a party.
She doesn't need to get triggered like that.
Yeah. All that said, because when Janet said the thing that she heard Kristen say, she doesn't deserve to be here, I was like, what does that even mean? And then I thought about it, and it's like, if you are finding out about people's lives and then trashing them to every single person around you, then like, no, you don't get access to my house anymore. You don't get to see my life and whatever. I just think that
meaning Janet doesn't deserve to be there.
Like, that's what I think. Cause I was wondering what Kristen meant when she said she doesn't deserve to be here.
I
was
forgot
just
about
like,
that part. Yeah.
And I don't even know if that's what she meant, but like, I would be like, no, you can't open yourself up to this woman because she gloms onto storylines and other people's issues and problems. And, what's it when you
Exercise.
when you exploit other people's issues of things that you've seen in their home because they allowed you in and whatever. So I started thinking if that's what she meant, then I get that. But really this all does go back to Britney, because Britney saying, oh, I don't know if she's coming. You know, she probably won't come. That to me, if someone, like if you said that to me and like say like, okay, I love Melanie. If you're watching, I love you. But the first name is popping in my head. So that's what I'm thinking. If Melanie and I are beefing and you're having a party and you tell me and I go, is Melanie coming?
I would never. I would be so straight with you. I would be like, listen, this broad's showing up and I know you two have got some issues. So you either talk about it before you come. If you decide to be here, I'm letting both of you know so you can both like act like adults. And if you can't, then I love you, but then just don't show up.
Yeah, you don't have to come. I wouldn't even say don't show up. It should simply be as that. Like I won't be upset if you don't come. I understand. You know, like I
just felt like if you were hot-headed,
no,
not
totally,
you. Like,
totally.
If you were Kristen, that temperament.
Yeah. All I'm trying to say is that like there are several different ways to relay this to people, and you are all 40+ year old women. Like should not be a new learning experience of how to deal with this. If you are a hostess, I don't ever host anything, but I would know that the hostess etiquette is if you have a guest, they're just as important as another guest. But if you're telling me, you know what, I don't even think she's coming, like she probably won't even come because they've got this, that to me reads as you don't really want her to come either, but you just extended the invite. Like Brittany has
that
a
didn't
thing
read that
of,
way to me.
Brittany has a thing of where she won't ever tell someone you're wrong for that. Whereas other people do. We see it all the time. Lala would tell you you're wrong for that.
And I'm not inviting you because of it.
Exactly.
The pussy.
That's why when Brittany did that, I didn't take it the way you're saying it. I took it as the fact that oddly enough, because she was married to Jackson with him for a decade, she's conflict averse. So I think it was more her being like, oh, if I just say, like, don't make it a big deal. Like, you know how sometimes, not to be really ragging on guys, but like, I just remember sometimes I would ask Shane, like, oh, hey, did you do this thing? Like we had the car that we have, like this vintage car that we share. And I'd be like, oh, did you get the car smog checked? Because I can't do the insurance or the registration until it's smog checked. He's like, oh yeah, I'm doing it on Monday. And this would be on Friday, which is convenient. And so
I got an appointment.
Right. And so then on Monday comes and goes and he hasn't done it. He just gave me some arbitrary date because he wanted me to stop asking because he doesn't want me to nail his ass to the wall to be like, no, when is the appointment? When is it? You have to do this now. And I think that Brittany is very much in that zone of like, don't even worry about it. They probably won't even show up because then she doesn't have to deal with it.
No, totally. I don't mean that. Like when I say that, if she says to me, she probably won't even come. I told her about it, but she seems like she has like the way that I can see Brittany relaying that. I'm taking it in as you don't really want her to come either. You've just extended the invite because Brittany will never tell you anything straight. She wants you to think she's on your side, but she's going to do that same exact thing to Janet. She's going to tell Janet like, well, it's something, whatever she tells her about Kristen, the same vibe is going to come off where Janet's going to leave that conversation thinking she doesn't really want Kristen to come, but gotta write Kristen, right? Cause I just assume that Janet's having that conversation with her husband the same way that Kristen's having it with Luke of like that Brittany's on my side.
Yeah.
And I just think that is, as someone who would totally do that in my younger years, I identify it. And so maybe it's a, whatever the projection disclaimer thing, whatever, like I identify that. I know what you're doing, knock it off, grow the fuck up. You cannot be a proper hostess if you do that. If you are hosting a party, your only responsibility is that everyone is treated comfortable and feels comfortable. Yeah. So I think it all really goes back to her. I only want Kristen to do better because I feel like if Kristen's reacting that way, then that's stemming from other stresses and anxieties and whatever. Like this is Kristen's show. Okay. This is Kristen's show. And I want Kristen to be happy with the show that she has built.
I've always thought Brittany is a shit stirrer. So
knowingly or subconsciously?
Good question. I think knowingly.
I
think
she escapes stuff. She escapes.
Like I get what you're saying. I totally understand it, and it makes sense. I'm not disagreeing with you, which is weird. But I'm also like leaning more towards because I remember thinking last year a lot of like, you're just in there stirring. You're just starting shit. Like all you're doing is starting shit. You're starting shit with this group. You're gathering everyone around to start shit about your personal life. Like. You're so smiley about it too. Like, I just feel like Brittany loves the drama and the center of like,
it's
the tornado maybe. I don't know. I think that
I don't think she loves the drama. I truly think because it's like, what is that saying? The road to hell is paved with good intentions. She truly, because she doesn't want anyone to fight. She just wants everyone to enjoy her sparkle and have a great my shark themed party. Like she just has this idea of like, this is how I want my day to go, my party to go, whatever it is, that she'll do anything to not face reality. She married Jax Taylor.
Yeah.
This is not someone who is habitually looking this stone cold truth in the face, right?
Yeah.
Because if you were, she would have never walked down the aisle with this guy.
Right. Yeah.
And I think that her inability to look at the situation and really see what's going on, gets her in hot water.
Yeah.
And she's just, because this is a pattern for her, she's just become so used to it that the drama is, she's almost numb to it because it's constantly finding her because she's the inciting incident by actually not doing anything. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes, she that is absolutely a character trait of hers that she does, and it's so easy to trace it back immediately to Jax. Like Jax is fighting with everyone all the time. Jax is causing drama all over the place. Oftentimes she is, I'm sure half of her guest list, you got to figure out if Jax is in a beef with them this week. Is he going to the HOA because they painted their door a different color, and he's going to be like, he's just that guy that he's just bored. He's out there with a weed blower looking around. He's like what Shep says about Austin Kroll. He looks over the fence. What are you doing? Why him? Not me. What about me? Like I think he's in everyone's business. He's causing a shit scene all the time. The other element of that is that last year specifically, what I think that you're tapping into is that she doesn't exactly, she shit stirs to push off the focus from her. Like I think that she got out of talking, like having to really like feature more of the her and Jack stuff by going into like telling, you know what Janet said about you. Like it didn't seem like we were constantly hearing like, well, Brittany told me that you said this thing. Yeah.
So here's what I think, Brittany, and you maybe we've all experienced this because I lived in Wyoming for a little bit. So we've all lived in like some rural, did you grow up? No.
Rural.
Yeah. Have you ever been to a party in the woods?
Like orchards and levees and
No? Okay.
no? Okay.
Courtney's out on this one.
Aw.
Have you ever been to a party in the woods with pickup trucks and bonfires and keggers?
And a natty
Sounds
ice
fun.
keg.
Yeah, it's a blast. It's the
Yeah.
best thing ever.
There's just no place to pee except for behind trees.
I've been to like beach
There's
parties.
all kinds of places to
Okay,
pee.
for a
There's a whole
dude,
bathrooms
yeah.
everywhere.
There's like dunes and the beach.
Yeah, listen.
Similar,
okay,
I
okay,
didn't have to
Richie
say it.
Rich,
No,
okay?
totally right.
Like that. I
Not really.
mean, like we're like that was out in nature.
Nah, woods parties.
So-
Or
sorry,
levee
y'all.
parties.
Yeah.
So,
you gotta get dirt all over your car.
oh yeah, you got to wake up and be like, well, these are
Oh,
all
no,
ruined.
Yeah, I
never.
definitely.
It sounds amazing. Never done it.
definitely got to tell my parents where I was because they know exactly where I was.
they
because
know.
my
They've
car.
ruined as many pairs of shoes. But there's always, and I'm not being sexist. There's also a guy, but I'm going to keep it female. There's always a girl or two who comes and is in a super sexy little cute skirt, and her boobies are popping, and she gets wasted and starts mouthing off, and some dudes get in a fight or like they start arguing. She's the first one over there being like, wow, man, what him, he told you did it, and she's egging up, and like these dudes probably weren't going to fight. They were just going to scream at each other and go their separate ways. But now little pumpkins over here causing a ruckus and mouthing off and being trashy as shit.
How dare you? You
Hey,
don't know.
Now these two dudes
love
are
when you talk
fucking
Southern.
fighting, and now she's off somewhere else doing a keg stand with her sundress down around her head.
Woo!
And her like,
Wait, is this what to quote Euphoria? Is this play about me?
I don't know. I certainly
They
hope
did
not.
this in Newport Beach.
It is funny that your
no.
Newport friends have an accent.
No, not in
Yeah,
Newport.
I'm just trying to draw the line. Where did you do this?
So I lived
Newport?
in Wyoming for a little while. And then Sacramento, like Northern California, this is a thing where Natalie grew up.
Yeah.
And then I have a bunch of friends from
Got
places. So
it.
I've been
Sacramento was the
places.
big city for me, by the way.
Yeah.
Like I lived in a farm town.
But then that girl is the girl that when it's time to go or the cops find you or whatever is like, oh shit, where's Sally? Where's Sally? And you got to fit the flashlight and the truck lights, and Sally's passed out. 300 yards away from the party, and you got to get her and put her in the thing and take her home and figure it. And the next day, Sally's like, man, I don't even know what happened.
Y'all want to get breakfast burritos?
Yeah, let's get some burritos and margaritas. And next Saturday, Sally's doing the same shit with Molly, and like this. I don't mean Sally.
No,
Molly,
Molly
but
had
like,
a Mustang. I had a Molly.
yeah, like that's these girls. To me, that's Britney. Brittany was that girl in Kentucky
Yeah,
and
I
came
think she
out to
was.
Hollywood and
wow.
she's trying to do the same thing, but we don't do that in Hollywood.
Listen, I don't know how mouthy she
sophisticated.
necessarily got, but I think she was definitely in the sundress doing upside down kickstands.
Yeah, I could see
with
that.
her G-string hanging out.
But I'm telling you, even when you sit here and say like, she'll start when she says something to someone else, like, "Oh, do you know Janet said this or whatever?" I think it's because she just wants to be like, I'm a good friend. I'm going to tell you. Like, I think she caves under whatever she perceives the pressure is. And this isn't me taking the responsibility off her or being like, oh, poor Brittany. She caves, y'all, and she needs to be liked. I just am saying it from the point of view of she has no, like, there's no fortitude in her to just be an adult and be in uncomfortable situations and handle them calmly. It's like, I just want you to like me, or like, okay, this, and I truly think that that's where, and I could be totally wrong, and everyone on the comments will let me know.
I think maybe you just aren't really remembering last season where like she was in a really funky position last year with Jax being in the thing.
Yeah.
And she was always getting really pissy when people weren't bringing their own stories forward because Jax and I are putting it all out there and it's this whole thing. And it's just, there was towards the end of the season, at least starting like halfway through to like towards the engagement when they were in Hawaii and whatever, she started getting, I mean, she was vocal about it, just being pissed that like, it seems like I am carrying this. So she would go and tell people things because it was like, she felt like it was unfair that she was having to give so much. And she thought if you guys would do your thing, maybe I could have a break over here for a minute and whatever. So it seemed like she got really involved in that kind of thing later in the year. When they did the reunion, I feel like you maybe remember, and I don't remember the specifics of it, but like maybe I can remember people being like, oh, I knew that because Brittany told me that. Like when she, like Michelle was maybe arguing with someone or whatever, it oftentimes seemed to stem back to something that Brittany told them or showed a text message or whatever.
No, you're totally right. I just think for whatever reason, I've always chalked that part of her up to being just like loose lips, dingbatty.
Yeah.
But clearly there's got to be some other thing behind it because she didn't want to carry the load of the show.
Yeah, I don't know if she'll be that way anymore now that Jax is gone. Now
We'll see.
it will probably be very much exactly what you were saying, where it's just like she just has no. She's not going to waste her good time. She's having margaritas, y'all. Like, and she's just going to tell you, like, yeah, I didn't want her there either, and then tell her, well, you know, like it's just she's just trying to get out of having any uncomfortable moments with anyone or having to tell anyone anything. She just wants to have a good time. She's on bouquet.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
she's having a good time in this next scene with her boo. She's got Brandon, whatever his name is. She's FaceTiming with him. And don't make me care about this guy. Not
We
that I
don't
care,
have
I'm
to
sure
because we
you're-
already know that they're done. So
Oh, great. I did not realize that.
listen, and now I feel like we should check, but I'm almost positive that
That
they
they're no
broke
longer
up a
okay,
while ago.
great,
So if
great.
that's the case, then we don't have to care about him. And that's a bummer because I feel like he's going to be in several episodes. And I that's the bummer about this
This
late.
is and the what was the show? Is it Love Island that
Yeah.
shoots and like 2 days later the fucking episodes?
That we say it's
gotta
ruined
get
us.
It's
not even
totally
two, I
ruined
feel like they're
everything.
literally a day later.
Yeah.
It's like we're watching it on Wednesday and they're like, last night,
Yeah.
Tuesday night.
in the real world.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, dude, it's that I can't do this. If social media is going to be a thing, which I think I'm
It's
putting
gonna
my
stick?
bet that it's going to stick around and be a thing.
I'm not there yet, but
No,
okay.
yeah, I think it's going to be here for a minute. I then like we need a better post schedule.
Look at In the City and Summer House. Both of these shows have been essentially ruined.
Yeah, ruined.
Because of what's happening in real time. And I gotta say, again, I know we keep talking about Scamanda so much, but it's just, this is the life that chose us. I wonder if they're gonna shit can a lot. Like
They'd have to.
they have to, but not shit can the whole show. I wonder if they can take some version of like what was going on and then pick the cameras up now and start filming to give us like, if they had, let's say they had 10 episodes of In the City, boil that down to like 2.5 and then give us what's happening right
Yeah.
now. And that could be the show.
So the only thing that, okay, so I never remember this guy's name. I feel like Coco's friends with him. Ryan Bailey.
Yeah.
Is Ryan his first name? So that guy, I think, said today that they have now picked up cameras to go in
Yes.
on what's happening now. That's just a random thing I saw. Don't quote me. But
I hope it's true.
For Summer House or in the city?
I think for in the city, because they hadn't, as of a few days ago, like that hadn't happened yet. I don't imagine that anyone will give a flying shit to see anything about Kyle and Amanda, how they are going to, she's going to move out and whatever. Like it's so irrelevant. And it's not just irrelevant. It would be to a point where I think it would infuriate people to have to spend however many 6 episodes or whatever, like just watching going through the motions of like these two picking out, like deciding to move out and find a spot. And are you going to help me move? And got signed in my lease or whatever. Like so much has happened that it's insulting to have to watch that. So the reason that it wouldn't have blown me away if they had just decided to shit can just the show for now or like push it off until like we'll start over again next year is just because budgets are budgets. And if you've already shot 10 episodes of something and it doesn't work any longer, there is simply no more money to keep filming. And maybe even if there was, I might be pissed at you that you couldn't keep it in your pants for 5 more seconds. You've been in this business long enough to know that like we've invested millions and millions of dollars in you. And this is not a thing in development. It's never an overnight thing. It's always years and years of it. And I don't know. It's almost like a spanking, like learn your lesson, act accordingly. Like they're acting like children. So I don't know what they're going to do, but if they are picking up cameras, it does seem like they're trying to salvage something. But maybe it'll just be a half run. Maybe it'll be 6 episodes as opposed to the 10 that was bought originally, or because first season stuff is usually just a
They're
short
probably
run
picking
anyway.
up cameras. They'll do an episode and then they'll show the teaser of it in the beginning of In the City and be like 6 months earlier, and that's when the city will start, and then the whole thing will be leading up to the secret affair that's been happening. You know what I mean? Like it'll be something like that.
Yeah, like you start
I
off
hope
with like a
not.
current day and then you go back and see that. I mean, they're going to have to redo it in some way. So that would be the way to salvage it. Otherwise, I'm wondering, like, I don't know how good this guy's source is. Like, could they just be picking it up because like they're going to tack one thing on before the reunion, and it is for Summer House. Like,
Right.
Because I don't know. I didn't read the story. I saw the
Yeah, no,
headline.
and I saw the same thing, just like that they've picked up cameras, but I didn't, when I read what was at least in the post that I saw, and I don't know if it was from Coca's friend, it just said, okay, cameras up. Because the other day they were like, no one's filming.
Yeah, like it would be so fucking stupid not to. Like, this is.
But like film and like, let's turn this around because this is what's happening right now. And like we keep saying, this is not going to last.
Yeah. The Bachelorette, how it got canceled. They were in talks to whoever they wanted to get to replace. They're in talks to do it live, to do it like Love Island. And I just think like if that's what it takes to get y'all into the fucking 21st century or whatever century this is,
Let's do it.
yeah, like that's the way to go. Like,
Yeah.
I'm looking here. Brandon and Brittany, they broke up in October.
Right.
It's April.
Right.
Like, it's just silly. They got to figure out how to do this.
I mean, quite frankly, YouTubers are doing it.
Yeah.
YouTubers are
By the way,
doing
you
it.
do it. We
Yes,
film a show and you
do
cut
it.
it.
Like,
Yeah,
listen,
this is
I-
going to be
I-
up in literally 5 hours from
listen,
now.
I love you and you're amazing. Little different edit, but
No, it is. But I just mean like they're no offense, and I love you. No offense.
No, but
to
like
you,
if I can
they're
do it overnight,
professionals.
ridiculously
I
different.
can do it
edit.
overnight on
I mean,
this
it's
kind of a
story.
show.
They're crafting a story where
They normally take
cutting
8
down a
years.
conversation.
Let's meet in the middle. Let's take 4
no,
months instead
100
of 8 months. How's
listen,
that?
Listen, 100%,
I
and
feel
that
like
would
you
help
guys
our
were
budget.
quick on HGT.
Well, it's live.
No,
No.
God, no. Are you kidding me?
You do most of the season,
do
like
live-
half the
half
season
of it
live.
is lives. Half
Yeah.
of it is
Yeah, that's
not.
quick. Live shows are. You're not getting more quick than a live.
Yeah, it's
Well, yeah. For a live show, there's no posts. We're talking about editing.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, you guys have gotten shit together to get us a live feed into something.
Hey, yeah, well, look,
But
we
it's
get
live.
into different shows. We get
I know,
into
you're saying 'cause they're
story and
crafting
whatever. But still,
stories,
I think we can all agree we can find a happy medium here. You don't need 8 months to
Yes.
cut this shit together.
Listen, there's a thing, and I'm sure
Let's
it's
not
everywhere.
split our political party, okay?
Yeah.
We found bipartisanship. We
Yeah.
all want faster turnarounds in reality TV.
Content
There's
is
a-
king.
And we won't raise your taxes.
Well, we have to do that. But there's a thing in production. I think it's everywhere. I can't remember what it's called. The something triangle, but it's good, fast, cheap. You can only choose 2. So it can be good and fast, but it's not going to be cheap. It can be cheap and good, but it's not going to be fast. It can be fast and cheap, but it's not going to be good.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what, like with editing, Love Island's post budget, I can't even imagine how big it is.
Yeah, but look at what it like. The juice is clearly worth the squeeze because it is a phenomenon, like on multiple continents.
And The Bachelor.
Yeah, but I
would
don't
be
know.
Amazing
I
that way.
honestly don't know. I don't know why they do it. It's great. It's super cool. But there's really
Don't
they
look
could.
a gift horse in the mouth.
I'm
Mike.
not, but there's no reason for the gift. I haven't figured out the reason. They could wait a week. They could wait 2 weeks.
No.
There's no reason to do it, really.
To have something
There's
to watch
every
every
reason.
night.
Not only
But
just
it wouldn't
that.
like I'm saying, if shoot it on a Monday, take 5 days to edit and air
No,
it the following
the
Monday.
same way that
This happened a
people-
week ago.
Girl.
That's still pretty impressive. Like, listen, I just like
Okay,
the
a week.
expense that they're incurring for something that I have not figured out why they need to do, really, other than the coolness of it.
No, what are the viewers? What's the viewership compared to other shows? It's got to be massive. People are tuning in. We're watching shows
it's
live. We don't
not.
watch
It's
anything
not.
live.
That
I
was
don't
a
even
big
watch the Super Bowl
story.
live. We at least push it out 30 minutes.
I don't even watch the Super Bowl, but I never miss an episode of Love Island. Like, I just think you get so addicted to this thing.
Yeah.
And to be able to, because so much changes in a day there.
And-
a day is like a week, and it's in the summer. Most of your favorite shows are on hiatus. This is your thing
All
every
of that
night.
is cool. It has nothing to do with why they need to get it out in 24 to 48 hours.
Okay,
Other
if you're
than
saying that they
it's-
could wait a week and save a shit ton of money, okay, I could that makes sense to me. I wouldn't know the difference because they are, I think at least they actually might be they're like at least 3 to 5 days off. Like they
Oh, I don't think it's that.
No,
I
it's
think
not.
3 days is max. I really do. I think it's like sometimes 24 hours, sometimes a couple
Yeah.
days.
No, I thought it was 3 to 4. I thought I read that.
But also, don't forget, we're not, if you gave us a week in between them, we're only getting 1 episode. We're not getting 5 episodes a week.
No, you are. You're getting it 5 days later. It's the same schedule. You're just, instead of shooting on a Monday and airing it on a Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday and Saturday, you're shooting on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and airing it the following Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So you have a week to edit.
What they're doing, don't listen to
I'm
him.
not
It's
listen. I'm not
working out
saying
beautifully.
do. I'm not saying do it. Do what you're doing. It's amazing. But what I'm saying is it's very expensive. So
Yeah.
like for a show like a show like that where everyone's sitting around and you're just capturing it, and then like the stories are whoever's falling in love. Like this reality stuff is like, and it's just a longer story. It's a more crafted story. There's way more post. That being said, I don't think like the 9 months, like you're saying, let's meet in the middle. Does it have to be a week on the Valley?
Yeah.
No,
Can it be
but-
a month? I
Yeah.
think we can do a month. Like let's
Yeah.
do a
Listen,
month.
I would be good with 3 months. I would be fine with 3 months. Like I'm not trying to say, and like nobody needs to be bending over backwards and working 24 hours a day to like get something that quickly out. I think with Love Island, the kids are young. Their lives are going to change like overnight for everything. So like if you want them to come out and be like basically like big representatives of the show and get
Yeah.
people excited about it, and they're going to get their deals, and probably the show makes a ton of money off of like every deal that they get, because I don't know, I if you're doing it right, you got to be getting
Yeah.
something from them because you've now made them massive superstars. I assume just like how
probably-
American Idol has a little piece of them forever.
Yeah, forever. But like the top 12, I think. But whatever. Like it probably has something to do as well with like
They probably make their money.
we can't like on The Bachelor, we can trust 2 people to sign a contract and keep their mouth shut for a few months and not see each other or sneak around. But like we got 10 couples here on Love Island. 12, like we can't trust all these idiots to keep their mouth shut and not one of them be like, oh, Maya Papaya and I made it, still going strong. And like, oh, bitch, I didn't even know you guys were together. I'm still on episode 3. You know what I mean? Like that would ruin Love Island.
Yeah.
Plus, they're all there. Like they send them off to a foreign country, and they're basically captive. Like it's basically a Truman Show.
I love it.
We've talked more about things other than the Valley
if
tonight.
they get, that's what people like.
Whatever.
If Love Island does have something set up to where like when these kids leave the island and they start getting their deals, that they get a percentage of something because they basically made you the star that you are, then you're probably making your money back almost instantaneously. Like if you're all that money that you're putting in to get those overnight cuts and have everything going 24 hours a day. If it's, I mean, it all just depends on how the whole thing is set up.
And I think it is set up beautifully.
Yeah.
Speaking of beautiful, we now get into our scene with Schwartzy. This kid also, as I say, my favorite quality of a reality TV star is seeing some growth. So many people will ride us because they're like, he's so terrible. How could you like him? What he did to Katie. Number one, Katie has forgiven this guy.
Oh, sorry.
What?
He's a dick.
Katie has forgiven this guy. Katie has a great relationship with him. So if she was the person who received his crappy behavior and they're cool, that is a very big tell for me that it's like, okay, maybe this guy really has put his money where his mouth is and has grown and isn't the idiot of yesteryear. Number two, I do feel like we have not seen hide nor hair of this behavior in years. You know, like how he used to be with her. That guy, not interested in at all. The guy who's sitting down with Zack just saying like, you look so good. Wait, you got to return the compliment. And then he says, this was my favorite line of that ep. He goes, I lost my harmony, my zest, my Schwartz. And now, if I could steal Brittany's line, I've got my sparkle back.
No, but I think he's looking for a sparkle. And I just want to say, when he asks the question, can I take Brittany's? Can I sparkle be mine? I am one thing that like Brittany's always like, listen, she's got a lot of things that kind of get on my nerves. I don't want to hear about her titties all year, and I don't want to hear about her sparkle all year. And I just kind of feel like I would love Schwartz to use sparkle, but it needs to be in the way where when Phoebe on Friends was pregnant and she
didn't have meat.
She wanted meat, but she's a vegetarian and she is really conflicted about this, but her body is screaming for this thing because she's pregnant and has these cravings. And Joey, her best friend in the world, who is kind of like Schwartz, they're a little similar.
Joey's favorite food.
Sandwiches. He's going to give up sandwiches through the end of her until she births her child so that Phoebe can eat the meat and know that no more meat is being eaten. I would like Brittany.
Wait, you said you would do that for Courtney.
Yeah, because it's the right thing. Like that's a thing. Like, and I would feel great about it. I'd be like, oh, I actually did something. It would almost feel like it was Lent or something.
It was really sweet.
Yeah, I would have totally done that so she could sleep at night because I know that like she truly wouldn't sleep at night, and then it would negate the whole thing because it was all about her health. So now she's getting her protein, but she's not sleeping. That's no good.
That's no good.
No good.
No, we can't do that.
Liners
on
the glass
at
the Lala Club. No good.
What the hell y'all talking about?
Varsity
You
Blues.
serious, bro? Come on.
I don't know if is that a movie?
You never saw that movie?
I never saw it.
It's not. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's amazing, but it's horrible at the same time. But you know,
That's the I don't want your life, right?
I don't want your life.
I don't want your life.
I remember that line.
Vanderbeek, R.I.P. buddy.
Oh yeah.
If he wants to take Sparkle, I would like Brittany to agree to leave it behind until he doesn't need it anymore. I think it would be great for everyone.
Agreed.
Whoa.
Listen, Schwartz is so great. We need him so much. Already,
Mike really hurt himself.
Wait, what'd you do?
I don't know. Hurt myself.
Sweet, can you horn tonight? Can I be the understudy? I'm the horn understudy.
Dude, you might need to fill in for me.
He really.
I got a wind instrument injury.
What just happened? What happened to you right now?
You know how sometimes like you do like a thing with your mouth, but it's in a certain way. Like if your lips are in the perfect position, they'll vibrate to the point where it'll tickle really bad. Somebody's gonna know what I'm talking about.
Is this a tickle accident? Just that sound,
No.
it just makes me think of down in Louisiana, down.
No, remember that?
Biscuits and gravy down.
No.
Donkin down.
How long you been with her?
Hubert.
I can't even do it.
What is that from? How
long you been with her?
He's pounding down.
He's
I
pounding
haven't
down.
seen it.
How long you been with her? So good.
Do you think I would like it?
Listen, Linda. Oh,
No.
do you like the funniest
You
things
would
in the
hate
whole
it. You would
world?
be so grossed out. It's Danny McBride. He's a baseball player that got kicked out because he was just doing too
Horrible,
much.
like horrible.
Now he's like broke and living with his brother, but he's like keeping his jet ski
Yeah,
and
he's got
banging
it.
chicks with chlamydia. It's not.
I'm more of a honky tonkin' down and Louisiana.
No, but it's so good. Honestly, I would tell anybody to watch Eastbound and Down, probably except for you, just because I just don't want to waste your time.
Well, thank you and good day.
Yeah. Okay, wait, Schwartz. What I want everyone to know is that Schwartz is going to, if it hasn't dawned on everyone by now, Schwartz just leaves open. This show can go as dark as it did, and then you're going to have a pop in from Schwartz with these scenes that are so angelic and innocent and adorable. And he might not be your cup of tea. Maybe you don't want to marry this guy, but like once we get into the darkness of this show, that is, I just feel like it's inevitable. It's going to come at some point because it just seems to be what it kind of like grows in. You will all be like, that's why they campaigned for Schwartz.
Can I ask you a question that you might want to plug your ears for? But I would actually like to know your opinion on this as well. What do we think Schwartz is like in the sack?
Not great.
I feared that.
Yeah, but he's a great companion.
What about
And
a good kisser?
yeah, because he's so cute and he has a great face, good lips. I think you could work. You know how we talk about how Lindsay's like, no, it was the best sex of my life. I was amazing.
Yeah.
I think that you could make it the best.
Okay, so
kiss of
great
your
kisser,
life.
but you think a
because
dull in the sack.
He's got all the stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So I think you could make it.
but
a sack-
sexually.
Here's the thing. What Schwartz would be a great best friend and roommate and partner in life if like you're Kristen, you don't want to right now. Like that's when Schwartz comes into play. He's making life exciting and doing fun stuff. He's adventurous.
Yeah.
He wakes up, he wants to master date, you know,
Oh,
which like
that
it
is
was
so
so
cute.
sweet. He used to do a coffee table book and give us these kinds of
Master
tips and
dating.
tricks. Yeah. But I think that he's the guy that would go like, you'd be going and be like, oh God, oh, I got a cramp. Oh God. Like he would be telling you like he's your best friend. Like if your best friend, you want to hear all these things from, not the guy that is like
Not your
supposed to be
lover.
like, you know, but he'd be very like communicative, which would be great in so many areas, not in the banging, I don't think.
So would you say it wouldn't be a sexual revolution?
No. But I think the juice is worth the squeeze. I think that you
I like
can't
this
have it
guy.
all. And yeah.
Mike,
you
what do
know
you-
what?
oh.
If I personally think that there's a good chance that Schwartz has a good size.
Yeah, 100%. I've seen his hands
John.
and nose.
Yeah,
That's all you need, ladies.
Yeah,
Take
so
a look at the schnozzle and the hands, and you blend them together, and without fail, that's what a guy's dong looks like. You're welcome.
well, I do think that there is one exception because we've only
doesn't have
heard
hands.
Well, yeah, we've only heard incredible things about Craig's package, and he's got the tiniest hands I've ever seen.
That's why it's an amalgamation of the hands and the nose.
Does he have a big nose?
He's got a great nose.
Oh, well, it's a great nose, but like I just wouldn't say it's like
like for instance,
he's got a
the
great
la-
face. He's got a great everything. Except for the hands.
Yeah, no, the hands are not great.
Not
But like,
It's okay.
for instance, someone we all know, a Mr. Robert Mueller, hung like a Sicilian grape squasher. He had fingers like paddles, and the nose on that guy, huge.
The guy that
Yeah, the Mueller
prosecuted
report that just passed away. Yeah, every time he would talk, and those big paddles would raise up, and I saw that nose. I'm like,
Oh yeah,
this is why
he's
this dude's so
he's
confident.
also like 10 feet tall.
Doesn't matter.
and-
This guy hung, okay? And then you see a guy who has like a really great nose, but the hands are a little tiny. Trust, it's not going to be like mahoosive, but it's
Seems like correct. The way they talk about it
But
is it is.
but it's going to be good. But Craig doesn't have like abnormally tiny hands. Do you think he does?
Yeah. I mean,
so
every
tall, but
time he puts him up, I'm like, put him down, put him down.
I think he's got strong hands, but I feel like he's so tall that like it looks more just like I feel like in person they wouldn't look like these were his fingers.
Look pretty small.
And I don't think he has a hog. I don't think he's got a 12-inch dick
Well, I don't know.
or even a 10.
it seems like it's spoken enough about by enough people from
Yes.
all walks of life that have nothing to do with each other. I don't know. It seems like
I'm going to need to hear what these people are saying because my theory is never wrong.
You've never heard people talk about it?
No. I've heard people talk about the fact that he's a fox in the sack. Who talked about it? Paige?
I mean, Paige did. Molly did.
I'm looking at images right now.
More than that, though. Like,
Yeah, he's got to go look at
Craig's
that nose.
dick.
That's the nose of a champion.
I think he's got a great nose. I don't think it doesn't look that big.
It's very nicely like wide and long, but not that too wide. I just mean too wide means girthier.
Listen, man, I'm saying I think he has abnormally small hands, so I think you got to account for that.
do.
Maybe there being an exception to your rule.
Well, I'm letting you know.
He's still very tall, and he's got a great face.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Did Zach call Jesus gay?
No, just a good planner.
Yeah, okay.
I know that she hates him, and probably for good reason, but they really were a very handsome couple.
Dude, I will never get over that photo where he's in his tux and she's in that black dress that has like a bow right here. It's art.
I know.
It's like looking at JFK and Carolyn Bessette. Like there's just something that was so striking about this couple. And I will never get over that. I will never not think like, oh, you guys really should have made it work just strictly for that alone.
People say that in the comments when they watch us together on the podcast.
Oh, that's JFK and Carolyn Bessette. Yeah, I get that a lot.
Yeah.
Now I need to see that picture. You're not talking about this one.
Mm-mm.
Anyway, I'll find it later. Does anyone have? They do talk about though in this scene with Zack and Schwartzy that Zack and Benji have an open relationship.
Did not. That was news to me.
Same here.
Great
But good for
idea.
you.
I think it's probably good. I get all the reasons and more power, but I didn't know that. I was surprised.
think the gay community is way more able to have, or like, I can't speak for lesbians because I just
No, lesbians would never do that.
Yeah, I would say would never, but like the majority, like so many of my closest guy friends are gay, so I can definitely speak for them. That I think it worked really well for gay men.
Quack, nope.
Not all, but I've met a lot of gay men that are, or like friends of mine that are married that have open relationships. And so far, and it's been a long time, like this does work. So I don't discount it.
No, I don't discount it
work
at
for
all.
me because I'm too Italian.
No. It would never work for me. And I do think it's probably a great idea for them. It was just news to me because I didn't know that, I didn't know it. That's really simple as that. I just didn't know. And I thought they would have talked about it before that, like that was the route that they were going. But I loved everything else he said about it because like a partnership in life, like I always talk about, my best friend Kwaku, I was just on this little mini vacay with, him and his partner had been together for so long and they built such a beautiful life together. And if he were able to have gotten on board with something like that, I think that they'd still be together and they would own like multiple properties in California, which is like so massive, you know? And I just think like he was so he had such conviction and like, I will not, that he gave it all away and was like, good luck to you. I would do the same. Do this.
I wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah.
I get that. I see you, Quack. They also really quickly just tap into the fact that Brittany's moving really fast in this relationship. Zack is nervous. And I do think Zack has very good instincts, especially with Brittany. He's very tuned into her.
Yeah.
And if Zack's calling it out, I just feel like, obviously we know because they're done, but like, I just think let's pin that for future reference as we move through this season.
Yeah.
I found the picture. It's so good, Natalie.
Let me see.
The one with the bow dress, the black bow dress.
I don't know if you might start crushing on Craig if I show this to you.
I've never said that he's not extraordinarily handsome and has an extraordinary smile and doesn't look great in a tux. He's just a fucking piece of shit. He can be a hot piece.
See? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. What's that from? That's what I'm talking about. Nat? Wait, what's that from? That's what I'm talking about.
Of so many things, I feel like.
It's not. Isn't it Maury? It's Maury Ballstein. Balls Models.
I don't, what?
Jerry Stiller.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't he say that? But didn't he say it in Seinfeld?
I can't
That's what I'm
remember.
talking.
Oh, well, I mean, he said many things in that. What?
How pissed is every single person at whatever event they went to? Like every single one of them. Just like, I'm leaving. I'm like, no, you guys. I'm out of here. We're leaving.
No, but this is
Walking
what
out.
makes me irritated at Paige sometimes because I'm just like, what are your priorities? Like, it is just, it's that good. Like, you could have owned Manhattan.
Life.
Like, you really could. I mean, he would have moved there eventually. Come on. He really would have. All you do is like break up with him, give him a month to cry about it, and then that kid would have been on the first bus out, you know, never to return to Charleston.
Craig looks like the cat who ate the canary or caught whatever that saying is, the canary.
I know. And look at her hair. Look at that top. Look at like she just.
Listen.
Imagine the banging.
Oh, Mike, you can't
And he
say.
is, and everyone knows he's so good at it.
I know. I'm so
I'm also
sad.
good
You're
at
also
it.
very good at it, and you don't get to practice nearly enough.
I don't. And
You
I
know who doesn't
should.
get to
Imagine-
practice? You know who's also really good at it and
imagine-
doesn't get to practice nearly enough? It's been over a year. I am going to start to peel the paint off of the walls.
But with anyone, it's been over a year.
Yeah, Natalie.
God,
and I'm
time
still
flies when
this
you're
kind to
poor.
people. Could you imagine how nice I would be if I was getting laid? I am cranky, America, and international people watching this.
Okay, the only thing I want to say about Schwartz is that this guy, you know, he's put on his happy 15, whatever. He still looks so cute. I love, like, you go to his interview and he looks totally different of what we just saw him looking like at the bar. Even though he still looked adorable at the bar, you get him in his confessional and you realize, like, no, this guy was a working model for a long time, and he's got it, you know,
dreamy.
That black jacket and like jogger set, and then he's got like the black frames, and like it looks like he's still using the bedhead.
He has
pomade.
great hair.
He's got great hair, great hairline, and he's just so like happy. He's like the guy that's like, I was thinking of it earlier, like he's so positive. Everything is like this, that, and the other. Lost millions of dollars, but like, you know, what a day to be alive, you know? It's like, oh, the hurricane took my house, but like, what a great breeze. Have you felt this cool weather? Like, it's just, he naturally does it. Like, he's not trying to do it. You do that all the time too. It is literally why I always said, like, I just feel like you and George would have a great weekend.
By the way, Schwartz, call me.
Yeah, I
It's
love
been over a year. I'd give you a good time.
You can find out for sure if he's good in the set.
It won't matter. It won't matter.
That one, because I am. So you're welcome.
Yeah, but Courtney's totally like that too. Where like they'll list like, oh, some shitty things have happened today, but like then it's almost like she has already 3 things in the can. If she's going to complain about 3 things, she's got 6 things in the can to tell you are
100%.
going great.
Yeah.
And I just think it's so lovely, and it's the people that do it naturally. There's so few of them, and this is why I love Schwartz, and why I love you.
Oh, thanks. I was hoping you'd say that.
Yeah, and why I really want you guys to meet and just have a fantastic weekend off somewhere together, and just see what happens. You know,
Sure.
see what happens. Your hair's looking pretty good today too.
It is.
Thanks.
No, yeah, it is, and I know
It's Schwartzing.
and I say oddly because I know you didn't do anything. I know that you didn't like go out of your way to make this happen. And
I did actually.
Oh wow! And your frames look great too. You look great in a tortoise shell.
Are we about to do it?
No, but because you're not as positive as Schwartzy.
I'll be positive. I think everything's amazing.
Has anyone seen positivity from this guy? It's all
He'll be positive
Doom
and
and
do the
gloom.
dishes.
If doing it is on the other end, I'll be
okay.
positive.
How do you think you get to doing it? It's you gotta be positive and then you get to do it.
My God, we've been talking for 2.5 hours almost.
About
Well,
doing
and
it.
we still have like half of this show left. I cannot wait to meet Lacey.
Oh my, my mind's still spinning. Like,
Yeah.
What?
No, it is really like a conundrum. It is like I want to be positive, but I don't know. I'm not.
I don't know if I can be
Yeah.
positive. And I'm just gonna say this. This is gonna sound terrible, but it's the truth. And stereotypes exist for a reason. Like when I grew up in Jersey, and they're like, "Oh, you're the bridge and tunnel crowd," and we're like, "What do you?" Chewing our gum, like, "What do you mean? How do you know?" And it's like, this is the Orange County. This is the Orange Curtain
yeah.
crowd. Like
Yes.
she is so Orange County.
Yeah.
And God bless you.
Oh, sorry. Are you interrupting because you're also so Orange County?
Yeah, can't you tell my blonde hair and big boobs? I'm just gonna be positive.
It's just like the sheet of hair extensions, that very
Okay.
specific kind of blonde, the specific lip injections, the specific kind of makeup, the specific kind of outfit. She is nailing the Orange County stereotype. She also looks nothing in person like she does in the photos that we've seen of her,
Have
which
you
is
seen her in person?
always, or I mean on the show. Like
Oh.
on the show and then the photos that they've seen, I would be like, this is a different human being. Bless you. Are you allergic to Lacey?
Are you allergic to cats?
Yeah. All those things.
Sometimes my
allergic to
cat Lucy
positivity.
sneezes all the time and people will be there and they're like, oh my God, what's wrong with her? I'm like, she's allergic to cats.
Okay, so
Oh yeah, so we're cutting for
yeah,
part 2.
it's that's where let's do that. Let's cut it off here and let's save all that for part 2. If it's not up, I don't know when. Like, okay, we're gonna break.
I'm just never really sneezing. I just have never heard someone sneeze 8 times.
Oh my God. Oh, this is nothing,
this is
Courtney.
nothing.
He used to sneeze. I'm not joking. What do you think the highest number was? That was literally like it was a sneeze. A sneeze. Like what did you ever count?
No, so many. I stopped counting.
It was like
wasn't-
12 probably.
Oh, way more than that. It wasn't a number. It was like it would be like 15 or 20 minutes.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, he figured it out at 40,000 years in.
Listen, Bupai, do you not understand that when you have a lifelong partnership such as we do, some things you take to the grave?
I mean, it's not really grave worthy, but I just think it's like you might be able to help people out there if you're a chronic sneezer. Spoiler alert: cut your nose hairs.
Who knew?
I'm not joking. It changed his life.
But the thing that's funny is I finally got old enough for my nose hairs to start peeking out. And I was like, oh man, I got to snip those bad boys. Snipped them, probably 3 rounds of
Dudes
snipping
are so dumb.
before I even realized I haven't been sneezing.
Yeah, it literally. Courtney, I'm not joking that it
I
was
thought
like
it was an actual medical affliction that he
no.
had.
And Mike, I don't know if
might
you
be.
know, but he doesn't have a lot of tolerance for things to like not go his way. I don't know if you've ever noticed that.
You guys ever picked up on
He would literally be like kicking shit. Like he would be getting ready for work and like just go on these sneeze fits. And you would just hear like, like, and I would just be like acting like I was asleep, like pretty bird, like just trying to act like I'm just still asleep. I don't know anything. And he would be like kicking shit around, and so pissed, slamming
Like your
the door.
drunk husband came home.
Yeah,
and just tried to
exactly. But he's
ignore
really
it.
just he's sober pretty much, and now he's just a sneezer.
It's, I mean, listen, if you have allergies or like it's frustrating as hell.
No,
And like that,
I
it
saw
gets
it. It
mad
was.
because your eyes start to get swollen and they get
Yes.
shut, and then your whole like you can't see, so then you can't leave for work. Like it's a full
full
situation.
nose of hairs. That's
and
what it is.
I
Apparently.
did not enjoy it.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
So,
we're gonna break now. I hope that's okay with you. We're gonna break now and go to part 2. Listen, it might not be up immediately. Maybe check back tomorrow afternoon at some point. These overnighters can never get out back to backs. They gotta, you're gonna have something to chew on, and then you go to
editors-
lunch, and then you'll have a nap, a siesta,
Yeah.
and then maybe around 6 p.m. or something, part 2 will be up.
Yeah, maybe you're.
And maybe part 2 will be actually about the show.
We've talked about the show, Mike.
We've done what we've done.
I got my mind set on you.
Like, subscribe, hype, tell a friend.
Do you see what you did there, though? Yeah, no one's gonna know anything. Like, subscribe.
Oh,
like,
I thought that
give
was
it
in the
break.
pod.
Just give it the break. You just
Okay,
get
I
it.
didn't know. Listen, I thought this was all still in because we're having fun.
No. I'll
Okay.
be the judge of what's fun around here.
See, this is fun. You
Pods
ding
are
dong.
supposed to be fun. Natalie, not fun.
No.
Pause, kill. You'd be getting laid more if you were a little more positive.
I could not be more
I'm always
positive,
waking
and
up and being like, I really wish I could get laid today.
she probably already did.
I wish you would. This one?
Yeah.
Today?
Yeah.
Sorry to break your
Fantasy of what relationships are like.